So for the auto tagging release, we said how often does it run? It does not. This is not critical. How do we know that it didn't already trigger the same ref? We decided to move on tags. And now the problem is how do we actually name the branches and name the tags, right?
And name the version.
And name the version.
Yeah.
So that's the main thing remaining
Yes.
to discuss.
Yes.
All right. Here's a marker and explain.
I'll do a new.
Maybe do it there.
Do it
You can
there,
erase it.
that's-
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know whether that is.
Yeah, I'm gonna use those
Yeah.
markers. So. Version. And this will be-
Spread it around a bit because it's really difficult to see.
Make bigger, you mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Increase the font size, please.
Okay, so I went through the process, kind of what we discussed yesterday, to see what we would get out of the pipeline.
Mm-hmm.
So, for better or for worse, this is what we have as the branch name and the tag name.
All right.
I'm not super happy with the tag name because it has refs in it, which is a little redundant for a tag, but let's just leave it as it is for now because I can't think of anything better. And then we have the version of the package that is built.
Mm-hmm.
So I know you know this logic, now I know this logic, and it's really awful, but basically we can make this, we can make the version whatever we want. We just need to figure out how to translate these two into it. Now what I did was like, okay, it has to be SEMVer compliant,
Yeah.
meaning it needs major, minor, and point.
Yep.
So I said, I'm gonna take, this part and this part
Mm-hmm.
for the major and minor.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, this should be the other way. And then I just made it 0.
Yeah. It's always going to be 0.
Always 0.
Yeah.
And then the standards, to make it SEMVer compliant, then you add like a plus character.
Correct.
And then I was like, okay, I'll just do this, dash, and then the omniref. And I think when you build a package, because dash can't go here, it somehow turned into a tilde when the package was made. I don't know, but I'm not sure actually what the version would report, but either a dash or a tilde here, I'm not sure.
All right.
So that's kind of what it looks like. I have a question though.
Mm-hmm.
What's gonna happen when you try to do an upgrade of the package?
It is gonna alternate between downgrading up and upgrading
Yes.
because of the EE-REF.
Yes, and this is why we have the sort order,
Correct.
and also maybe why we use the pipeline ID? Is that, does that give
No.
you sorting?
No.
How does it work with nightly builds then?
So we have the, well, nightly is a bit different because we tag properly, but the branch build,
Mm-hmm.
this is why we use RF branch.
Yes.
So that enforces that you always have RF as the first thing, so it's always an upgrade.
So it's always after RC.
Correct.
Mhm.
And then let me just check what was the tag.
I think there is a pipeline ID after
And then it's
that.
pipeline ID, which constantly increments.
Okay, so it is the pipeline ID, so that is how the upgrade works, because,
Mhm. Yep.
so,
Yeah. Correct. So it's 1110 and then RF branch and then pipeline ID, which is constantly incrementing, then a SHA and -0 because just because it's the increment of the package. So
yeah,
this -0 is here.
dash, dash.
Yeah.
I think, okay, I need to actually install the package to see what the version reports that, but, reports as, but, I don't know, like, I think like,
This won't work.
this won't work.
This won't work.
Well, it won't work for upgrades for sure. I mean, maybe you can install it, but it doesn't.
You can install it if you
Yeah.
do force, yes. So we used to do that.
Yeah.
I don't remember whether that got changed in our deployment environments. But this is why in the cookbook we have the -- force yes for our installations to enforce that any RC is not taken as a downgrade.
Yeah.
So it might work if we still have that.
But let's,
in-
yes, since we can make this format whatever we want in Omnibus, like it's easy to change.
Yeah.
What do we want it to look like? I think major and minor we need, 1110. I think it's .0.
We always need that, yes.
But then, I don't know, like we could put a pipeline ID, we could put auto deploy, we could put,
Yeah, we can put auto deploy.
yeah, I don't want to do auto deploy because I actually want to publish these builds before the official release and I don't want auto deploy in it, right?
Yeah, no, it's not because of that. It's because you want to make sure that if you ever need to install an RC for some reason or you need to install an official package for some reason,
Yeah.
that you can actually install it and it's not considered a downgrade because
Mhm.
A comes before R. So if you want to
Okay,
do
so that's the
something,
reason why, yeah, okay.
then you need to do RF branch, but then
Or
instead
come
of
up with,
RF, do something else.
so we can do,
Z auto branch.
No.
no. Sorry, I'm just, I'm just, I mean, nothing is good actually.
But Z is definitely not.
That doesn't leave much room. No.
No.
I think you brought GitLab down because both your laptops just did the same exact thing at the same time.
The
Oh, no, this is that GitLab.org. I think that just upgraded.
Right
Yeah,
now?
it's time, yeah, it's
Yeah,
nine.
it's time.
It's
It's
nine.
time. Yeah. Dot upgrades. Don't freak me out. I'm deploying production, man.
I mean, the same thing.
No,
happened on
good
both
that you warned me,
screens.
yeah.
I'm like, that's a little weird.
Okay, so just saying like it's question mark for now, and then we need something here that increments. And Skarbek and I were talking about this on the way here, and you have options, right? You can do the CI/ID of Omnibus, like we do now for the nightly builds and the
You
branch
mean
builds.
pipeline ID.
I was just thinking, yeah, the pipeline ID. The CI ID is the variable, the environment.
Ah, all right. I didn't know.
Right. Okay, so pipeline ID.
Mm.
Or we could do the pipeline ID of this thing, which is the thing that the job that finds the green commit because that we could also put that in the tag.
But that complicates things, doesn't it? Because you now need to pass another variable from release tools.
Yeah,
And figured.
I was actually thinking that if we were to put something unique in the tag that isn't the refs, you could put the pipeline ID of the thing that is doing the tagging. But I'm just going to put it here. I don't think it's probably maybe not a good idea, but I was just thinking what else we could put in there.
But you want to change the tag in order to
Yeah.
change the final version. That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. And we can't use the pipeline ID of Omnibus because we don't have it at the time. We tag gets
Yeah,
created.
exactly. That comes later.
Yeah.
So
We create the tag from the release tools, right?
we're creating the tag from the release tools, and it's tagging GitLab EE and Omnibus.
Mhm. And it has everything that it
Yeah.
needs at that point.
Yeah, we were also discussing on the way down, like, why can't the tag? Why do we need the Omnibus ref? And I think we need we need the tag. We need something unique that's for both EE and Omnibus, right?
Correct.
Because you can have an Omnibus change without an
Correct.
EE change,
Correct.
and you don't want to move tags.
Correct.
So,
That's why.
yes. So then, whatever. Let's say we have a pipeline to here.
Why don't we do this?
Mhm.
This number is never going to change
Right.
for us. Why don't we change it and say
Okay.
1110
Pipeline.
dash pipeline ID, and then all of a sudden you have 1110 3 billion whatever else you want to have.
It comes after point releases, though.
Yeah.
Is that a problem?
Mm,
Because
might be.
Yeah, because
Might be.
Yeah, because I think like the way that I see this actually is that these builds replace RCs
They do.
eventually, right? And
They-
and we'll use these up until we cut an official release, either a point release or.
So here's the thing. I'm making a judgment call here and saying GitLab.com is being detached from how we build final releases for self-managed customers. So on the 22nd, you're not going to have the package that goes out to self-managed. On the 22nd, you're going to have, on GitLab.com, you're going to have 11.11 something already, right? Because it's continuing to deploy.
Right, but we will. I'm sure we will tag 11.10.1 and 11.10.2 and
Right.
11.10.0.
We will.
And maybe that will go to GitLab.com or maybe not.
No,
Maybe
that's not gonna go to
Okay,
GitLab.com.
so we'll pick whatever shop it was tested on GitLab.com and we'll tag it.
Yeah.
And I
And
mean,
that's gonna
I'm
be
sorry,
released.
we'll tag it. We'll
Released.
add it to the same shot, tag it to the same shot, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, there is a point to be made that if we do want to deploy at any point,
Yeah. Okay.
then yes, we're going to have a problem. But that will simplify things for us significantly here.
It would actually be kind of nice to have that in there because
Because then you also resolve a problem. We then definitely need to work on the help page.
yeah, I mean, yeah, that kind of sucks. I mean, it is nice though. It means that this problem goes away because
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. What we
It doesn't
have,
matter
of
at
course.
all what you have after that.
Yeah. But it also means it's always going to come after RCs, and it's always going to come after point releases, which maybe it's okay. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I like this idea.
I mean, we can also do something really, really weird.
Mm-hmm.
Something super weird. And say, I'll remove this here. And now you have pipeline ID, which is
Oh, in front.
505
Yeah.
dot 1110.
Well, then it will definitely always be.
Yeah,
The-
then it's gonna, but my point is like if that is the main confusion, make it even more problematic.
Yeah.
But let's, like this is nuclear option, right? Let's,
Yeah, that is.
I like the 1110 pipeline ID.
Okay. I kind of like it too. I think it's a good idea. Now we have to decide which pipeline ID and whether like this tag still makes sense for us. Like, and I know like it works as it is, but it is.
Well, I mean, if we are going down this route, then ensure that you have this
So then it's,
consistent
so then it's 11, 10,
pipeline ID of your release tools, build
Yeah.
the tags.
and is that it?
No. Need to have this.
Do you know?
Yes, because I want to be able to quickly find out what is the latest EE ref
From the
and what is-
version.
From the version. Like that's you have no idea how many times that
yeah.
saved us when working on a nightly, when working on not nightly, but any of the package builds.
Okay.
Maybe
It's possible that we could put it in the version without putting it in the tag, because Omnibus is also knows the EUREF, right?
right. But you want an easy way of referencing all of those things. You don't want to go into like figuring out every single package. Like just with an overview of all the pipelines that you have, you can see.
So you think like this?
Yeah.
And Omni?
But we have that data in other places now, like inside of Prometheus.
Yeah. I do like it's like make it.
But you're not the only one using the packages. You're not the only one dealing with them, trying to install them, and so on. And this is way easier for people to understand. Obviously, we need to write it down, document it.
Yeah, I don't know.
How
Like
the-
it makes a lot of sense to put it here. Here. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. It's just like it's redundant, right? Because it's
It's
like.
redundant, but keeping it consistent and making it very clear that, this is not only like a backport release of any sort. Like if you just keep it like this,
Yeah.
like this, then it is somewhere only. And that is gonna confuse, that's gonna make it even difficult to clean up those tags,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's
Because
true.
now
The
you can
tags-
say, now you
You
can
can
say,
delete the tags and
Exactly.
we'll have.
If you have this
Yeah.
in the
I
tag-
thought about that too. Yeah, that does make it. Okay.
and keeps it consistent, so,
Yeah. This pipeline ID of tagger,
yeah.
which comes from the tag.
All right. So is that it? Can I delete this? Delete. Wow. Erase this.
Erase. Yeah.
I think yes. This makes the
Yes.
thing obsolete.
Okay.
Wow.
There aren't that many changes to implement this. Take
All
me
right.
like 30 minutes or so, and then I think we'll be done. We'll just need to
Review it.
review it.
I'll do it. No problem.
So theoretically, we should be able to start the auto deploy process
Today.
Because we got
That would be
version
nice,
7 going
yeah.
out now, so this could be the highlight of the week is starting this process.
Yeah. There.
Yes.
Do the honors.
Yeah.
Write down
Yes.
line
What I'm doing.
by line what you're doing there.